Good morning, folks. Here we go one more time around. As I mentioned briefly a few moments ago, we're going to start off the sports report with a live update here with Steve Roach, who's the former athletic director at IUP. He took a new job as executive director of athletics and recreation at Texas A&M Kingsville. First of all, Steve, good morning to you and congratulations.
Good morning, Jack. I appreciate that. Thank you, and thanks for having me on.
Oh, you bet. I was just trying to catch up with you. I know you're in the Texas area. Is it 90-some degrees there today or more?
I was just outside, and it was already touching mid-80s, so it's heating up again for sure. Same thing you're experiencing back home right now, but more consistent down here.
All right. Well, first of all, after the congratulations, how did all this come about, Steve? We were all kind of surprised here when we heard the word officially yesterday.
Sure. No, it was interesting, and I preface everything by saying, this was not something I actively was pursuing. I loved IUP. I still love IUP. Always will love IUP, and my time there. But I actually got referred through a colleague of mine. She received a call through the search firm running the Kingsville search back in June, and my name got tossed out to the search firm, and so I happened to be at a convention later in June, and consultant contacted me and said, "Hey, I'm at the same convention. Can I talk to you for 10 minutes?" And we entertained it. And honestly, Jack, one thing led to another. We kept doing our research, kept talking to the folks here, and we decided to put our hat in the ring and see what happened. And they called me for an airport interview about 3 weeks ago. So I had to fly to San Antonio for 2 days. That went well. I liked what I heard, and obviously they must have as well, because they invited me back to campus 2 weeks ago, and I did a extensive day and a half on campus with a lot of folks on the campus community and the local community. And a couple of days after, they came through and they made an offer, and we were blown away by the position. We thought it was a next logical step in my career path. So while it was a very hard decision to leave IUP, because the people and the university are so great, we just made that tough decision that this was the next step in the career, and we accepted, and obviously here we are now. So while tough decision, we're excited about the opportunity, and we're grateful to IUP for the opportunity they provided. So,
Executive Director of Athletics and Recreation, Texas A&M Kingsville. We were there. IUP played in 1994. We've known they've been a power, but Tell me a little bit about the job. What all are you going to do? It sounds like a whole lot.
Sure. No, it's a cabinet level position. So I work on the president's cabinet now, and few less sports than IUP. We don't have the sports that the field hockeys and the lacrosse haven't made to this neck of the country just yet. But the big part of the job is 13 sports, and they want someone to get out and reconnect with the community, and they have good things going here. Obviously football has a very rich history here. It's some national championships in the past. Recently there's some success of men's track and field just won the national championship in outdoor this past spring, and we're hosting the next 2 national championships in track and field at our facility. They have a nice plan in place. There's they've added some women's sports, and most recently they added women's beach volleyball, which is a new emerging sport through the NCAA, and they actually won the American Volleyball Coaches Association National Championship in that last spring. So there's a lot of tradition, but there's a lot of recent success as well. That's really part of the draw, because as you know me, Jack, everything's important, but I like to win too. So I didn't want to come to a place that was a rebuild, because IUP was in too good of a spot. I'm not going to go somewhere else and try to start from the ground up. So I felt good about the foundation and where A&M Kingsville is right now. And, thinking hopefully we do the same thing that IUP as they continue to move that forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I think of Texas A&M Kingsville, if I have it right, I think of Johnny Bailey, huh?
Yeah, and there's that. You got they got 3 NFL Hall of Famers, Darrell Green, Gene Upshaw, and John Randall all played here. So there's some much like IUP, there's some football tradition here, and there have been some really successful professionals come through here. So that part of it's always exciting, and as you know, that's great to have those connections and for the strength of the alumni to the program.
How tough was it leaving? How tough is it leaving IUP and your home? You're a local guy here.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, and it will be tough. There's no doubt. Well, I'm forever grateful to Dr. Driscoll, the president, Dr. Lucky, the vice president of student affairs, and I can't forget, because it's been a few years since he's been there, but Frank and Dino. They provided me with an unbelievable opportunity, and they gave me my first shot at being an AD. So I love IUP. I love that community, and the families are all, the grandparents are sad, and obviously and rightfully so, but at the same time, they're very supportive, and they're very in on it, and they understand the career aspect of it. So it's going to be tough. We're going to miss Indiana and IUP, but at the same time, we'll be tracking, and we'll always be IUP people as well.
Yeah, you can listen to the games online too. Just in wrapping up, I just want to say that I did have an opportunity to work with your mom for many years with the Mr. Football contest for the MS Society. And of course, your dad was an umpire for a long time here in the baseball ranks around the area. So I can imagine what they're feeling. It's kind of like what we're all feeling. We wish you the very, very best, and we'll miss you here. So tune into the games, won't you? And keep us on tap, and you can call us at any time, with whatever you may need from this part of the country.
Well, I appreciate that, and like I said, I'm thankful to everyone, and I look forward to it. And I'll be back. I'm at IUP through the end of September, so I got a lot of folks to connect with, and I'll be back. I got a press conference today, and I'll be back for the home opener tomorrow. So looking forward to catching up with the community at that point as well.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Hey, thanks very much for taking some time out. To you and to Molly and the girls, best, okay?
Hey, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it.
Steve Roach, he's the new Executive Director of Athletics at Texas A&M Kingsville, leaving IUP, but we'll see him here shortly. Thanks for the time. All right.